an opportunity of appreciating the sector. You understand? Then I also learned the dynamics of the tourists who come to Uganda. Pre-COVID 2019, we had about 1.9 visitors who visited Uganda. But when you look at when they reach the airport, where do they go? Most of these people were serving them more of the wildlife. It was safari after safari, from action falls to Kidepo, to tracking gorillas, to, you know. So we were not selling our culture, yet it is very beautiful. Uganda, as you see it as a country, we have over 54 different cultures, tribes, but all these are unique in their food, in the dress code, in the language, in the way of life, yeah. So that's why I was triggered to start up a small venture like this, yeah, starting from where the possible resources I have to make something where visitors can come and experience a little bit of what our cultures have. Most of you ask, why don't we have a Shabwe, why don't we have the Choli culture, why don't we have, sometimes it's, you know, concentrate on one particular tribe than mixing so much, and then you don't bring out the entire thing. So as a Ewaffe here, we are concentrating on the Baganda culture, because this is where we are situated, you understand? But then we give advice to other people in the different regions to also start something, you know, in their localities. You know, to do the Imbalu. I know some of you have just come from Bale, but then to do something in their regions, because it rhymes so much with the region where you come from, because that makes, you know, the way of life of the people in that particular region. So as a Ewaffe, we are concentrating on the Baganda culture, and in future we are looking at having a museum, a living museum where you can have variety of artifacts. Next time you visit us here, probably we shall be having accommodation facilities, you know, and many other things, but rotating around the Baganda culture. Ewaffe is a community initiative. Some of you have seen the people we work with here. All these are people from the community. They come here who at somehow you people tip us, you give us this income. But then also Ewaffe gives an opportunity as a marketplace, because you're going to see our marketplace right there. We do sell some crafts, but all these crafts are made by the local community, the mats, the basketry, and all that. So we have over 25 people we do work with when we receive visitors, and these directly benefit from the product directly. But then there are also indirect beneficiaries, the people who supply us the chicken. You've not seen them here, but we provided a market for their chicken. Look at the fruits, the fruit supply. Look at the, you know, the different things we are using. So you find that indirectly these people are benefiting from this initiative, if at all we are getting visitors day in, day out. For people who've traveled beyond the country, most of the countries are selling their cultures more. Why? Because it's our culture that makes us unique as a destination. There is no way you're going to go and they teach you Luombo apart from in Uganda. You understand? The wildlife we have, the same lion you'll see in Serengeti, the same lion you're going to see in Masai Mara, but you're not going to find the way that Senga was telling you about hiding in Kokonkulu anywhere. So it is our cultures that make us unique. And COVID has really taught us so much that people who are traveling today, the millennials, are looking at immersive experiences. They are looking at learning a new skill of cooking. We've hosted one of the famous families in the US. I don't know whether they are famous, but they are big on social media. You people must be knowing them, the Mazel family. They visited here, but everything was new to them, because one of their child got sick and we gave them medication, our local herbs, and the kid got cured very fast. So what we are selling here is, it may seem normal for people who've grown in it, because fetching water, I know some of you have fetched water in your villages, but it's something new to a visitor who comes into our country, because it becomes a new experience, and then they go when they've learned something, and then when they've connected with a community. We have a variety of activities. We do have a farm tour where we showcase various indigenous medicinal plants their values and how they help you in the day-to-day life. We also showcase the traditional cooking, where we engage, and also it's more of an immersion. We encourage visitors to participate in the traditional cooking, where we showcase the lugombo making, and then the significance, why do we do what we do in the cooking. Then we do have the craft making, where we showcase the basket making. We also do mat making, but then also the stories around the significance of a basket. For example, I think you've learned about the DNA testing, how we locally were using a basket. So it's something which we bring out. We do have a dressing code, where the women dress in our gomeses and then the men dress in the kanzus, to bring out the picture of the dress code. Then we also have an incredible journey to the well, where people walk for about 400 meters to go to the well and collect water in the clay pot, where there are also so many learnings along the journey. That the well used to be a courtship area, it used to be a fighting place, there used to be disputes. I think we learned them when we were at the well. We do have cultural dances at Ewaffe. We have amazing games, traditional games. Tulina mweso, tulina emizanyo gyaffe egyenjawulo, ebizimba, team building. So yes, all those things are available here at Ewaffe. So expect much. And then also the food. I think the food is also amazing at Ewaffe, which is very traditional and
you said something about Ewaffe being a community project, and it's been here for 1 year. What are those? What's the impact it has had in the community around?
That's a very beautiful question. Like you see, Ewaffe, it's a village, and it's also it's a community-based, I could say community-based kind of initiative. Ewaffe employs 25 staff, 5 of which are permanent, and then 20 are part-time. And all these staff are coming to the community around, because some of this traditional knowledge, it comes from the elders, the information from the Senga, and even some of the information you're going to hear right about now. I think it's good to hear it from an elder than probably me. You'll definitely say, now this one, how many years has she cooked? You understand? So all these are got from the community. All these the staff here are community members. So 1, it's employment. 2, it's a market for their product, the crafts you're seeing, but then also the supplies we use at the Ewaffe, the foods, the indagalas, the combos we have. You saw the dancers, those girls at school, so they also come here and they earn an income every time we receive visitors. Of course, now Ewaffe has become, I could say, a brand for the village. You saw our road was very bad, but since now we are putting pressure to this local leadership, so they're also saying, I think now we need to also work on the road. So it's also giving a good brand image to the community. Yeah, those are some of the things.
Do you do camping?
Yes, we do have camping. These beautiful grounds are for camping. Right here, we hosted a group over Easter. There were about 30. Yes, we do camping.
You provide tents, or they come with their tents?
They do come with the tents, but we also have providers around who have tents, but about 15 tents.
How is the security?
The security?
Yeah,
yeah, we do have a nearby police station, Nagalama police station for Besige. They used to be retained often, but every time we have visitors and they're sleeping over, we have security guards who come around. Yeah. But that village is really very, very secure. Okay, there are no really those big incidences, but then we always have guys coming around.
No snakes.
I think the questions are over.
Yes.
Right, let's go to the Senga. Thank you so much. Please tag us content you're making. I know it's really going to benefit, as you're also using it, so it's beneficial to us. We really take this opportunity to thank PAL Content Creators Association of Uganda. So we take this opportunity to thank PAL Content Creators Association of Uganda, led by Liam, the president, and of course the madman who has always been in my inbox for putting up this. For us, we really don't take it for granted. It's an opportunity for us because the Ewaffe brand is going to be out there, but then also the cultural products of Uganda is going to be out there and to be known by many.
Amazing.
Yes, so thank you so much.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are really privileged to be at Ewaffe Cultural Village. We've really had a good time. We've learned a lot about the Uganda culture. The most interesting conversations were around the cultural DNA and the use of it. And they claimed that it was always accurate. The food was amazing. And how food is prepared. Sometimes we take things for granted, but everything actually has a background. So we've learned a lot. I think it would need, if we were to exhaust everything, probably it would take somebody about maybe 3 days really to understand everything to the core. So we want to appreciate Ewaffe Cultural Village, all the ladies that that have taken us around, that have taught us, the gentlemen, we've done a great job. We've seen with our very own eyes that the management in this place works with the community. Like they've explained, everything is sourced from the community. Things don't come from anywhere else. So this is a classic example of inclusiveness. So, and I'm sure everybody is proud, whoever that lives around this community is proud of what is happening. We could feel it in the air. This is an amazing place that everyone should consider coming to visit. It's a different feeling. It promotes the Baganda culture in particular. You obviously leave this place an expert to a great extent in the Baganda culture. So we appreciate you, and as PAL Content Creators Association, this is what we are aiming at. We want to drive awareness of culture in Uganda. Also, our agenda is to see that content creation is respected, content creators are taken seriously. Many of the content creators that we have lately do this as a job. It's not a hobby. Content creators, gone are the days when content creators used to be TikTokers, just to dance around and that's it. But now we are very intentional. We go to places, we collaborate with